Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 3 of Playing Total Extreme Wrestling. As myself, I am Big Lou Nixon, and we are here on the new lovely setup. Look at that. Big thank you to number one mod. Big up Deathmatch Outlaws. So, while we're on the new setup, we'll have a little recap. We'll have a little rundown of what's been going on in Punk Pro Wrestling. So, I started, obviously, on the hardest difficulty in Northern England, which is where I'm from. We made it obviously stack the odds against with lowest popularity, lowest amount of money. So yeah, going from there. In episode 1, I just booked my talent and stuff and put together my first show, as you can see on the screen here on the right. Just wanted to see what everyone was like, see what people would score and stuff. I think it was a decent little show for a first one. Do you know what I mean? But I'll run over what had happened in the show. So Tom Campbell is our ring announcer. He welcomes me to the ring. Punk Pro Wrestling owner, you know what I mean? I say my bit. And then those dastardly boys, Zio Knox and Ace Matthews, interrupt me and they say their bit. And then they proceed to beat me down, the new owner. Well, yeah, the new owner. It is new promotion and I am the owner. So I guess I am the new owner. But not that there was an owner before me. But anyway, I digress. And then my tag team partner, Brett Semtex, who was in the back, because of course, why wouldn't I book Brett Semtex on a show? He's the boy. He runs out, makes the save, and that leads into a nice little tag team opener between myself and Brett Semtex, British top team, taking on Ace Matthews and Zio Knox, and we pick up a win there. Scoring a nice little 29. We'll move on. Tom Campbell, back in the ring, our following contest. Them bells, them sirens are going. Shreddy comes out. He goes, hold up, wait a minute. I've been to Japan, you know, and I'm not on this card. I used to be one half of England's hardest men with Big Lou Nixon, the owner of this show. So I've got to have a match here. Tom Campbell goes, yes, you're right. Why don't you put out an open challenge right now? Tom Campbell makes Shreddy put out an open challenge. He goes, all right, I'm the Jack Stack Daddy. And Martin Kirby comes out, who was our road agent, and he defeats Shreddy in 33 there. That was a comedy match, I remember, because I've got another thing, my product, I'm a three-ring circus, because obviously I know from experience that helps me out, especially in booking here, early on, because you've got to hit 3 match types, but I get a pick, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, up next, we have a promo segment where all these guys, BT Gunn, Drake, Jack Jester, Ravy Davey, Scotty Rowe, and Cameron Solis, they all come out, chat some shit on the mic, cut some promos, and it ends up in a 6-man tag here, where faces and heels. And the heels win this one. Jack Jester, HJ Drake, and Cam Solis defeat Scotty Rowe, Ravy Davey, and BT Gunn. Again, I'm just trying to see everyone's scores, and I just thought that was a decent match. 38, our best match up until that point on the first show. And then we go into the ladies. Natalie Sykes defeated Gia Adams and Heidi Katrina. So I believe Natalie Sykes was one to watch or a prospect, next big thing, something like that, one of the prospects. So I gave her the win over Heidi. But Heidi actually got the best score. I believe. Can we go into this and click here? Yeah, we can. So Heidi got the best score. So I was doing this to see who my 8 guys and gals would be in the inaugural Punk Pro Championship tournament. So obviously I've played this game before, and I kind of knew Heidi was going to get a better score than these gals. So we made a little angle here where Gia, who didn't get pinned, Gia Adams, big up Gia Adams, attacked Sykes after the win. So storyline wise, to put Heidi in the tournament, Natalie was meant to be in the tournament. Gia Adams, after the match, took her out. Natalie can't compete in the tournament next month because she's injured. Gia Adams can't compete in the tournament because you don't get rewarded for bad behaviour at Punk Pro Wrestling. So Heidi will put her in, give her a second chance. And we went on to our main event. Big Joe defeated Rory Coyle. 42 rated segment, 46-30. That was our best match. I believe that was a hardcore match. And after the match, we had Aaron Jacobs, aka Joe Rage, coming out of nowhere and attacking Big Joe, aligned himself again with Rory Coyle as the new sick boys. So then in our second show, the quality was a bit low on our second show. I mean, not the quality of the matches. I mean, my quality. I messed up the recording and stuff. But we've got the new setup now looking great. And we'll run down that. So this was the card where we had all the opening round matches for the Punk Pro Wrestling Championship Tournament. the Punk Pro Championship tournament, as I'm going to call it. And we open up with Tom Campbell, again interrupted by Shreddy, saying, look, it's a joke. I wasn't ready for Martin Kirby, and I should be in the tournament. And Tom Campbell goes, look, I don't make the decisions around here. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a ring announcer. I make the show run smooth from A to B. Big Lou Nixon, he's a wrestler, you know what I mean? He also runs the show, but he's got a match tonight. So Tom surprisingly convinces Shreddy to leave, you know. He says, look, you probably have a match on the next show, you know. Like, let's see what happens. And surprisingly, Shreddy backs down. He goes, all right, yeah, fair enough. So we open up with the first match in the Punk Pro Championship Wrestling Tournament, first opening round match. And Cam Solace defeats myself, Big Lou Nixon, in a street fight. Obviously, anyone who follows me in my career will know recently, well, last year it was, but it wasn't too long, a couple of months ago it was, but it was October, maybe November. Cam Solace made his return to wrestling after 3 years out, and he jumped in against me, Rise Underground Pro Wrestling. I am the Rise Underground European Deathmatch Championship champion, and Cam come back after 3 years. God, he went all out, man. He went all out. Spilled blood, he did, and I hope Cam comes back. So I had to give him the win back over me there anyway. And then we are here. Zero Knox and Ace Matthews, I believe, came out, and they were like, "Look, try and mess with the boss. Didn't quite work, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna put out an open challenge. Any tag team, except BTT. But obviously, you know, I've already had a match, so I'm not gonna come back out. I've got admin to do at this point. But anyway, they're putting out an open challenge. Chat some bollocks, get some heat." And then the Scottish boys, Ravy Davey and BT Gunn, come out and defeat Ace Matthews and Zero Knox. Now, they're not called the Scottish boys, but they are two boys from Scotland. And then here we have an interview held by Tom Campbell with G Adams, who is unhappy that she was left out of the Punk Pro Championship tournament despite winning her match. Despite not getting pinned and taking out Natalie, who won the match, who won the triple threat match. My bad. Slip of the out tongue. Anyway, she's complaining, and Natalie Sykes makes a surprise appearance, attacking G Adams, getting some own back after the interview. So, will that lead to a singles match this show? It probably will. So, next year, we had Aaron Jacobs and Big Joe in another opening round tournament match. Big Joe picking up the win. Aaron had Rory Coyle in his corner. Obviously, after the match, they attacked Big Joe. Joe leaves. They cut a little promo house saying the new sick boys are going to take over Punk Pro. Yada, yada, yada. Scotty Rourke comes out and says, hey, hold up, Rory. You are ringside tonight. Why don't you step in the ring with me next week? Or next month, sorry, would have been. Because this was show 2 and we were monthly. And we are about to book show 3. But moving on to the next round of tournaments. So I remember I was really... didn't know which one to put as the main. I didn't know which was going to get a better result. But I was wrong this time. This got the best match of the night. 42 raid, which is great. Martin Kirby with a 45. Jester with a 33. After that match, Shreddy comes back out. Oh, and he beats down Martin Kirby, who beat him last week in that home challenge. And finally, my main event, we had HD Drake beating Heidi Katrina, moving on in the tournament. I think that was a steal the show match, and I assumed it was going to get higher because I played this game before. Heidi's normally a bit better than that, but we live and we learn, we grow and we move. Should have put Kirby and Jester in as well, because Jester's normally worse than that on the mod. Well, it's this mod, but obviously the saves change and stuff. Anyway, there's a little recap, and we will move on to booking the show. So one little pointer, just before I continue. Normally I would show the backstage stuff, but big up number 1 mod helped us transfer my game file from my old laptop to this laptop, and obviously this is the point where I was up to. I believe I was going to book some more shows because I didn't think I'd be able to get just to keep us entertained until my new laptop came, and I'm glad I didn't, because we are here at show 3, ready to book. Obviously I will be better, and I'm getting better and better each show, remembering what to show and stuff, the key points. If I'm missing anything, don't hesitate to put in the comments like, oh, Lou would like to see this, or can you show these stats, can you show that, want you to cover this bit. I'm all ears, I'm learning. I've only ever watched people on YouTube do this, Curbstorm City, the Booker Man, so I'm learning on the go. Well, this whole YouTube is learning on the go, especially with my streaming and this new setup. So I appreciate all the support. Hit the likes, people, and we're going to move on right now. We're going to book show 3, and then we'll be back to run through the show. Here we go, people. Show 3 is underway in front of 94 people. at the Borough Hall. I have no idea where that is. I don't think I've wrestled there. But we start off, Tom Campbell, as always, the man, opening the show. This time interrupted by Rory Coyle and his big muscle, Aaron Jacobs, chatting shit about Scotty Rourke off screen. Before their match, we open up Scotty Rourke, Rory Coyle in a street fight. So, in a decent match, Rory Coyle defeated Scotty Rourke in a street fight in 8 minutes 27 by pinfall, DVD, Death Valley Driver, following interference from Aaron Jacobs. The match was designed to be chaotic and full of action in order to keep the crowd going. So, yeah, I put this as a mayhem match. Rory had an in-ring rating of 32, Scotty 29. Storyline advancement dragged in the middle, so that means I need to make the match a little shorter. But Rory Coyle and Scotty Rourke have great chemistry, and it's shown their performance, as did Aaron Jacobs in the corner of Rory Coyle. So that's a bonus. Got the crowd buzzing. Scotty Rourke is getting better at his gimmick. Good stuff. So I like to see, because obviously I know the match ratings are going to be low, but chipping away, we'll get there. On to the next one, and we have the first semi-final in the Punk Pro Championship tournament, with Martin Kirby defeating Cam Solis in 10 minutes 7 seconds pinfall Superman Spear, following a botched interference from Shreddy, who was going after Kirby. This was a storytelling match. Shreddy messed up, hit Cam. Instead of costing Kirby, he cost Solis. And Martin Kirby moves on to the final of the Punk Pro Wrestling Championship tournament. And next, it's an angle here where Shreddy cuts a promo on Kirby saying, come on, fight it again. I've been to Japan. And I know you've been to Japan as well, Kirby. Come on, bring it on, bring it on. And Kirby goes to Shreddy, plain and simply, why don't you try and go win a match first? Ooh, Shreddy didn't like that. So maybe Shreddy will pick up a win next month. We shall see. Moving on. Tag team action. I like my small head. I didn't like the photo that I had of me originally. It was really old. But my head's a little small there. But it's alright, it's alright. So we're back in the tag division here. British top team, myself, and my tag team partner, Brett 7X. In real life, the Kumite tag team champions, Double Dragon, taking on the Scottish boys. They're not called the Scottish boys, but they are two Scottish boys. BT Gunn, Ravy Davey. Brett 7X pinned Ravy Davey 10 minutes in. 29 wrestling reigns, 16. I've been forgetting to go through these. 33 segment. We learning on the go. Road agent notes, booting and dirt sheet. Yes, you know. Good stuff. 32 rating there. After the match, those boys, those dastardly boys, Ace Matthews and Zero Knox, they come out and they attack all four of them. Zero Knox had his mallet. Ace Matthews had a chair. They had the advantage against her. Beat down. They say they are the best tag team in Punk Pro. Well, we shall see. Moving on. 22 rated segment there. And here we go. So, Natalie Sykes defeats Gia Adams by count out. 6 minutes 28. I knew this one would have to be a short one. But Gia Adams there, coming out double better. Double better in-ring performance there. 30 rated. Natalie Sykes got a 15. But it does say Natalie Sykes is a hot prospect, so we're gonna have to push that up, because obviously going by that, I believe her match ratings will improve the more we go on. But we are young in our career here. Gia Adams and Natalie Sykes had great chemistry in their performance, which is good. For the feud, very hot crowd, 23 wrestling rating, 14 crowd rating, 26 rated segment altogether. Advances the storyline too. And after the match, Gia Adams again attacks Natalie Sykes. Boom, boom, boom. But this time, Heidi Katrina's there to make the save, looking after our fellow gal who she was actually pinned by Natalie in that first show, but she's back to make the save. What does that mean going forward? 27 rated that was. And in our main event, the semi-final of the Punk Pro Championship tournament was won by Big F and Joe in a good match, defeating HD Drake in a street fight. We are Punk, you know what I mean? Gotta have no rules sometimes. 12 minutes 13 by pinfall. Yes, and I made this a car crash match. I feel like this would have got a better rating, but I just had to hit the three. Like, I had to hit the three styles, and I didn't know where to put the third. So I felt like these could be alright with a car crash. Obviously, it was a street fight. So yeah, full of crazy moves, dangerous bumps, and that was part of the Punk Pro Championship tournament. HD Drake, just 1 point better there. Big Joe, got a 36. Very hot crowd. 37 wrestling rating, 23 and 39 there, making that our best match of the night, I do believe. But we are not finished yet. After the fact, Rory Coyle and Aaron Jacobs again come out and attack Big Joe. What's their deal with Big Joe? Is it because he's beat you both? But not only does Scotty Rowe come out, the other finalist in the Punk Pro Championship tournament, Martin Kirby, comes out and makes a save. And then we had a little square off with Big Joe and Martin Kirby. How about that? Something like that. So, let's see. Not a bad show. Hey, 37 rating. We increased our popularity in one region, and for the first time, we've had no red stuff down here saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. Obviously, not our best match hasn't happened here. I believe that was the last show with Kirby and Jack Jester, who were left off the show this week. Not for any this month, not for any particular reason. I just couldn't have a place to fit him. And rather than fit him on and bring in a little worker for him to squash or something, save that little bit of money. But maybe, well, not maybe, we will have Jack Jester back on episode 4. So let's finish that show there. Address the locker room. Who we're going to address? Let's go for the girls, because Gia and Natalie had good chemistry and stuff. So we'll give them some encouragement. They're both pleased. Financial report: 470 in ticket sales, 44 merch. Obviously, we made a loss, but I do believe that is like the lowest loss we've made so far by a couple of £100. I believe it's been like 800. But obviously that's expected. I'm trying to raise the merchandise level, which makes more money. We're going to try not to go in the minus, but like if we do end up in the minus, it won't be for very long. Obviously the shows are a month apart. We'll make decent money back, especially when the popularity is going up. And there we go. I was worried because we didn't episode 1, we didn't go from a 10 to 11 straight away. We were 10-10, then we went 10-11. But this one straight up to the 12, which is nice as we are on our journey to, I believe 17 is where we need to get to for the next one. But we are far away from the final goal. We'll just do a little bit of admin to tie up the episode, so I'll be back. Yes, people, how's it going? So you'll probably see at the start of the episode when I'm clicking and talking about the like what's been going on in the last 2 episodes. The boxes weren't coming up. That was my bad. I had not set up the second window to come up on the Streamlabs for the stream capture. So I'd already recorded this bit, and then when I was editing it, I realised that it hadn't, the second windows weren't popping up. So I was going to ask my tech boy, number 1 mod, tomorrow, because it's like 3:30 in the morning and I'm getting this done. But I figured it out for myself. So I'm just going to re-record the end and take you through the admin. So what we did was start with the creative. Franchise players here, we have Martin Kirby, number 1, without a doubt our number 1 wrestler. Big Joe, number 2. H.G. Drake here, it says he's our primary face. And we have Rory Coyle, number 4, and Jack Jester, number 5. Next big things. Now, Natalie Sykes was in our hot prospects, but as you can see, she's been taken off. Now, I believe that's because, well, we'll get to that later when we go through the popularity of people, but I believe that's because Shabichi Adams is shot in popularity. I'm not too sure. Ravy Davey and Rory Coyle, best on the mic. I need to remember to give Ravy Davey more mic time. Kirby, BT Gunn, HG Drake, best workers, and ring generals. Who's hot? Who's not? Hidden gems. Looking sharp, will never get signed, and a bunch of people who are too expensive for us. Let's just have a look at the show history here. So, are we getting better? 78 attendance, 32 show. 82 attendance, 25 show. 94 attendance, 37 show. Nice. And we went up to attendance going up. That was the best show yet. That's good. So we're getting better. And we, as you can see here, so missed out on the last one because I messed up the screen record. But yeah, we are up to 12 now in Northern England. And we'll have a look at the roster. So I noticed that pretty much everyone's pretty much going up, I think. Big Joe's went up. But obviously they are working for other places. But I went down for some reason. I haven't even took an L. I believe Brett's went up a point. Yeah. BT Guns went up. Nice. Everyone's working up. So yeah, that's what I was saying. So this is, I think, correct us if I'm wrong in the comments. But I believe. So. Now, correct us if I'm wrong in the comment. Now, correct us if I'm wrong in the comments. But so Jay Adams here, Northern England, had 15, 14, 17, and then she has obviously dropped, but that is because Natalie Sykes beat her. Now she's up to 16, she shot up 5 points there. So hopefully her match rating will go up going forward. She was definitely in the hot prospects at one point. So there's only me who's went down. Why I went down? I haven't lost a match. It's got to be because of the beatdown. Zero Knox went down a point. Why is that? But again, people work other places. And yeah, Ace Matthews went down. So yeah, people work other places and stuff though. So I can't I can't. People work other places, so I can't control their what they book and stuff. Let's check the merchandise. Currently upgrading in a rapid fashion. 250, 10%. So 250 a week. So I mean, I could drop that down to make a bit more money. But then I don't know. I think you gotta spend money to make money. So let's just stick it on that for now. So I believe, unless I am mistaken, storylines really. Obviously, I know a roster's limited and stuff, so those storylines aren't like super hot at the minute. Like in the term, it's very like promo attack, promo attack. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. But we'll get there as we build up more people. We can make more intricate storylines, so to speak. But that's about it for episode 3 and show 3 of Punk Pro Wrestling. Playing TEW as myself, Big Lou Nixon, local to global. I've really enjoyed like the bit of love I've got in this series. Whether you're seeing this series because you know me as a wrestler and you're watching the game, or whether you're a fan of TEW and you're watching this and then you realise I'm a wrestler, go check out the rest of my stuff on my channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Big Lou Nixon. Facebook's Big Lou Nixon. Instagram is shoot name Lou Newton 17, but you'll be able to find it if you just type in Lou Nixon. Anything else? I'm not sure. Hit the likes, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.